Alright boys, the time has come once more to enter the hollowed lair in hopes that the fanatic will bless you with a god roll Mindbender's Ambition. I know that the Crimson Days are here, along with a massive announcement about armor affinity changes coming next season, but let's be honest, the Mindbenders is the only thing that matters this week. I have so far, since Tuesday's reset, spent over 30 hours in the hollowed lair Nightfall farming for the god roll. So, in the meantime, while I'm farming for the god roll myself, and working on a solo guide to get a Mindbenders without any pinnacle or exotic weapons, I thought I might as well go over the best rolls you all should be looking for, and finally, the ultimate god roll, because I kid you not, I have been asked so many times in the past 2 days what the god roll is that I've lost count. But before we do get started, if you are new, and only if you enjoy the videos, then be sure to subscribe. Also, I live stream daily over on twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end. So if you want to come out and slowly watch me go insane trying to get the god roll, then by all means, go for it. Okay, let's get into the video. So to start us out, I'm going to briefly go over how to get the weapon for anyone that is new or just somehow doesn't know, because I actually still get asked how to get the weapon. So yeah. Then go into the perks you should be looking for, and finally the god roll. The Mindbender's Ambition is a Nightfall exclusive reward. What this means is that it is impossible to obtain the weapon other than getting lucky and having it drop from the hollowed lair strike while it is the Nightfall. Each week on Tuesday, Bungie picks one strike from a select pool and makes that strike into the Nightfall ordeal. And they also pick an additional 3 more strikes to become legacy Nightfalls. But instead of from a select pool, they can pick any strike in the game. The hollowed lair, as of right now, is not in the select pool of strikes that can be chosen for the Nightfall ordeal, so it has to be picked as one of the legacy Nightfalls. The last thing I will say about Legacy Nightfalls is that we normally will have the same strike be chosen as a Legacy Nightfall twice a season. The Hollowed Lair has already been chosen once this season, and this week we'll make twice. So this will most likely be your last time to get it before the start of next season. Now getting on to the Mindbender's Ambition itself, it is a 55 RPM aggressive frame shotgun that is, like I said, acquired from the Hollowed Lair while it is one of the Nightfalls for the week. Getting into the perks, and I will be ranking each perk from worst to best per column, so let's go. So, for column 1, we have 6 perks. At number 6, the worst perk you could possibly go with is Smoothbore. Yes, Smoothbore adds the most range out of any barrel, but it also increases projectile spread. And on a shotgun, you want your projectile spread as tight as possible. This perk has literally become a meme in my Twitch chat, thanks to any decent roll I get always having Smoothbore on it, which in turn makes it terrible. At number 5 is Barrel Shroud, which increases stability and handling. This perk is just underwhelming, and besides handling, it gives us nothing we want or care about on a shotgun. Then number 4 is Corkscrew Rifling, which is going to increase range, stability, and handling. Range and handling are both good on shotguns, but other perks in the column have better range, and handling is useless due to other perks we will be using in later columns, so Corkscrew Rifling is whatever. Coming in at number 3 is Small Bore, which is going to give us a greater increase to range than anything we've mentioned up to this point, and also an increase to stability, but we really don't care about that. If Small Bore is your only option, then go for it if you don't have the 2 perks I'm about to mention. And finally, number 1, the best perk for column 1, we have 2 perks actually. And that's because both are amazing in their own ways, and I couldn't choose one over the other, so I'm just putting them both at number 1. First is Full Choke, which is going to tighten the projectile spread and is supposed to make getting one-shot kills more consistent, but at the cost of precision damage. Then Rifled Barrel, which despite having a negative to handling, gives us the most range out of any other barrel in this column. Column 2, we have 7 perks. At number 7, the worst possible perk you could get, we have Steady Rounds. It subtracts range and adds stability, which is just trash. For real, Steady Rounds is terrible. It's on the curated roll, which is terrible strictly because it has Steady Rounds. You don't want Steady Rounds. Number 6 is Extended Mag, which increases magazine size but decreases reload speed. There's literally a perk later on that increases mag size but also increases reload speed, so why would you use Extended Mag? It's just pointless. Then at number 5 is Appendant Mag, which increases magazine size, but unlike Extended Mag, has no penalty to reload. It doesn't do anything for your reload actually. It just increases your mag size and that's it. Number 4 is Tactical Mag, which isn't much better than Extended or Appendant Mag, but does give a magazine increase alongside a reload increase. So literally Extended Mag is the worst, and then Appendant Mag is not much better, but the tactical mag, if you're really looking to have a bigger magazine size, then I guess tactical mag. At number 3, we have light mag, which is going to give us an increase to reload speed, but more importantly, an increase to range. At number 2, and I know a lot of people may disagree with me here because some people fanboy over this perk, I just don't personally like it. Assault mag. Assault mag increases your rate of fire and stability. The whole stability thing is useless, but the rate of fire increase is nice, especially when you're in a shotgun fight and your first shot doesn't kill. Well, with assault mag, you're going to be able to get off that second shot much faster than if you didn't have assault mag. Then at number 1, we have accurized rounds, which is quite simple in the fact that it just gives an increase to range, but more range means longer one-hit kill potentials, and with shotguns is top priority. In column 3, we have 4 perks. At number 4, the worst perk you can possibly get in column 3 is going to be Pulse Monitor, which will auto reload part of the magazine when the wielder is critically wounded. This perk literally never works, and if you're already critically wounded in Crucible, then that means 9 times out of 10 you're gonna die anyway, so who cares? Number 3 is Threat Detector, which will increase stability, handling, and reload speed when enemies are in close proximity. Just like Pulse Monitor, this perk is not that good, but it is a little bit more useful as when you're shotgunning, you're normally within close proximity of enemies, so every now and then you'll actually get that reload speed and handling buff, but it's still not that good. Coming in at number 2, we have Snapshot Sights, which just allows you to aim down sights much faster. It's a very simple perk, but it is very good, and when it's put together with something like Full Choke, it synergizes very well. Then at number 1 is Slide Shot. This perk partially reloads the magazine and temporarily boosts range and stability after sliding. The range boost alone after sliding is amazing, as when you're shotgunning, you should be sliding a lot due to it making you a harder target to hit, but also allowing you to close the gap on targets that are out of kill range. Then slap on the fact that as long as you're sliding, you never have to reload, which will give you the ability to get into multiple back-to-back engagements without having to worry about if you have ammo in your mag or not. And finally, in column 4, we have 4 perks. At number 4, the worst perk you can use is going to be Moving Target, which allows for better target acquisition and increased movement speed while ADSing. Unless you're pairing this with something like Snapshots where you're going to be ADSing a lot, then I think Moving Target is just complete garbage and you should avoid it. Number 3, we have Auto-Loading Holster. This perk allows you to have the gun automatically reload after holstering it. Not gonna lie, I used Auto-Loading Holster there for a while and it was quite nice, but once I got my hands on some other perks we're about to mention, I just never really looked back. Number 2, we have Rampage, which will increase the weapon's damage for a short time after getting a kill, stacking up to ×3. This is just nice, but at the end of the day, you're not really ever going to be taking advantage of like Rampage ×3, so it doesn't really matter. Plus the gun's most likely going to one-shot him anyway, so it doesn't really matter even more. And finally, at number 1, the best perk for column 4, honestly the best perk on the entire gun as a whole, Quick Draw. Quick Draw is such a good perk thanks to you having to literally do nothing to activate it. Like, you haven't lived until you've used the Mindbenders with Quick Draw. Now that I've given the perks and narrowed down which ones you should be going for, let's go ahead and wrap it up by me giving you 2 different god rolls because yes, there are 2. God roll number 1 for the super aggressive balls to the wall player. They don't even know what a primary is and their shotgun hasn't left their hands in months. Rifled in column 1 and accurized rounds in column 2 for the most range possible that these 2 columns can give. Slide shot in column 3 for even more range after sliding, but also the ability to never have to reload. Quick draw in column 4 for the ability to whip that bad boy out lightning fast. Like seriously, you don't know how much you need this perk until you've used a roll with it, then you use a roll without it. And finally, range as your masterwork. I'm personally looking for this exact roll, so if any of you all have this roll, then please let me know in the comments section as I'm actively collecting my own tiers. So yeah. Then got roll number 2, which is for the less aggressive shotgun player. They still use their primary every now and then, and they haven't applied super glue to their shotgun just yet. Full choke in column 1 for a more consistent one-shot kill. Assault mag in column 2 for the ability to pump out more shots. Column 3, snapshot sights, which synergizes extremely well with full choke in column 1 due to you having to ADS to have full choke work. Then column 4, we have quick draw as well. It's quick draw and you need quick draw. And then finally, a range masterwork. Yes, this roll is good. Yes, this roll is great, but am I personally looking for it? No. Do I already have this roll? Pretty much. I'm just missing assault mag, and to be honest, the gun's great, but it's just not that great. So yeah, let me know what rolls you all are chasing for, and have you got your god roll yet? Did you already have one of the rolls I just mentioned in this video and you didn't even know it? Rest of the gameplay is going to be my team and I blitzing through the hollow layer at lightning speeds. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to drop a like, and well, now I have to get back to farming more of this myself, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Jokey got the sauce, bitch. Jokey got the sauce, bitch.